Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a review on some new Revlon products that just hit Ulta about a couple weeks ago. I've been trying them out, so I've been really excited. So let's go ahead and get into the video. So the first product is the Revlon ColorStay Light Cover Foundation. So this bad boy retails for $14.99 at Ulta. It comes in 7 different color options, and I got the color 150 Buff. So they did have some lighter options. I usually am not the lightest option, but just a little bit up. So I'm reading my notes. It basically says that it's a long wear fluid foundation. It's got buildable coverage that looks flawless and feels fresh for 12 hours. It says that it's lightweight and it's supposed to even out complexion with a range of adaptable shades that disappear into most skin tones. It says it's supposed to hydrate all day and protect with SPF 34. It claims that it boosts skin's hydration by 56%. So couple things right off the bat, kind of give you my thoughts behind this. I've been using this for a week. I do actually really like this foundation, but the problem I have with it is not suitable for my skin. I am not sure where they got that it's supposed to boost hydration hydration levels by 56%, because the one con that I had for this foundation was that at the end of the day, I felt like my skin was super tight and actually lacked moisture. So it does have this kind of matte finish, as you can see here, but even after, let's see, I did my makeup probably about 4 hours ago, and even here, like in my driest parts, I can feel the tightness. It's very similar to if you wash your face and it kind of strips all the oils and you're just kind of tight afterwards. That's kind of what this foundation makes my skin feel like. So in regards to their claims that it's supposed to boost hydration levels and all this stuff, I call BS on that, because it, to me, does the complete opposite. Now, what I do like about it is it does have this liquidy, let me show you. I mean, it's very liquidy. So it is not a thick foundation. And one thing that I like about that is you can build up the coverage. And so you can just see right there, it's not very thick, so you can build up the coverage without it getting cakey. So that is one good thing about it. I did find that I still had to use concealer to cover up the redness in my T-zone. That is normally where I'm the most red. I did have to use concealer, but overall, I felt like it did do a good job of covering up the majority of my redness. It evened out my skin tone. As you can see, it looks very pretty in camera. I feel like it looks even better in person. Like when I look at myself in the mirror and stuff like that, my face does look very pretty. It does look very flawless. And it looks natural. It doesn't look like I have a lot of makeup on, even though I put on 2 layers. So I kind of built it up. I went in and just dabbed all over my face, buffed it out with just a regular foundation brush, and then went back in on the areas that I was most red and did another application. So I don't want to say there's a lot of foundation on my skin, but there's a decent amount, and I feel like it doesn't look overdone. It still looks really pretty and very natural. So that's the good thing about this. But like I mentioned, I just feel like at the end of the day, my face does feel drier than before. It does have that tight feeling. So for me, as an everyday foundation, this would not work for me. Who I think it would work for, if you're somebody who has normal to oily skin, not super oily, but normal to a little bit of oily or that combination skin, I think you really like this. So if you're looking for something that gives you that buildability, where some days you may want to do a little bit more sheer, some days you want a little bit more fuller coverage and you can build it up without looking cakey, where it looks pretty in picture, where it looks very natural and even toned throughout the day, I think this is a really good buy. So though it doesn't work for me, there's still a lot of people out there that would enjoy it. So the next product that I tried is the Revlon ColorStay Brow Fiber Filler. So it kind of looks like this. It's got this little itty bitty brush. It does retail at Ulta for $10.99. It comes in 4 different color options. They do have a clear, they have a blonde, they have a medium brown, and then they have a warm brown. That is the color that I got, and that is what I'm wearing right now. So what it says is you can get instantly fuller brows that last up to 2 days. It's waterproof, smudge proof, and it has volumizing fibers that latch onto hairs, creating natural looking fullness and definition in a few simple swipes. It has a conditioning formula with avocado, so supposedly a lot of benefits. Overall, I didn't feel like this was a horrible product. As you can see, I was still able to get it good. I was still able to do it. I feel like my brows look okay, but it is not the best brow product that I've tried. Now, normally I've been doing pencils, like brow pencils, like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. It's probably my favorite pencil. But I have been getting into these brow fiber wand kind of things. In my opinion, and though I do have to put a little caveat, I don't have a lot of experience in these brow things, but I can tell you the couple ones that I've used, this has been the worst. The formula is kind of waxy, for lack of a better word. The other ones that I've tried have been a little bit more liquidy. And the benefit to that is, if you can see here, like I wasn't able to really get in here and fill in those areas where there's patchiness. Up here was a little bit difficult. I literally have to take the wand and go like this and kind of draw it on, which really defeats the purpose because it's supposed to be kind of gone through this. You can see here that it's a very thick formula, so it does stick to the hairs very well, but I just felt like it didn't do a good job of kind of filling in the areas that I needed to be filled in. But if you're looking for a drugstore version, like I said, I don't think this one is horrible. If you have naturally full brows and you're just looking to add a little bit of definition, I think this will work just fine for you. But if you're somebody who, like me, has very sparse brows, very light brows, and has some areas where you just don't have hair, then I think you're going to not like this. You're gonna have to really, really play with it. The other thing that I do like about it is it does dry to kind of a hard finish, but it's not like concrete. Like I can feel it when I rub my brows, but it allows your brows to stay there. So once it dries, your brows don't move, but I can still, well, kind of, I got Botox, so I can't really move my eyebrows, but I still feel like the brow hairs look natural. Now, I am the type of person that I like that whole overall look. I don't like it to be, you know, light here and then darker there. I just don't prefer it on me. I think it looks great on everybody else, just not on me. So that is the one thing that I, again, just found it hard. I wasn't able to get into the corner areas right here and build up to the color that I wanted. Again, it's not the worst product in the world. I've tried better ones, but it's definitely something that I couldn't really recommend if you are looking to actually fill in some sparse areas. So next is the Big Bang eyeshadow palette. So this is the So Fierce eyeshadow palette. You can see here, it's got this kind of goldy color. It's got this purple. That's kind of what I'm wearing on my eyelid today. It's got this really pretty orange color, and it's got a brown kind of chromey color, and I put it on the outside. So this retails for $10.99 at Ulta. What it says, forget blending in. These ultra creamy multi-dimensional colors have a polished finish and a high level of pearl for crystal clear neutrals, modern smoky shades, and high intensity brights. So it's supposed to have a suspended gel technology formula that provides a bouncy texture and rich color without fallout, and the eyeshadows won't crease or smudge either. So I do have to say, so I've tried this. This is what I've been wearing the whole week. So I have a whole week kind of under my belt, if you will. The first day that I tried this orange one, and I absolutely loved it. It was really easy to blend, but the thing that I found was the best method to apply these colors is I kind of take my fingers and then I dab it in, and then I take just a regular eyeshadow brush, kind of a short one, and then I put it in and I kind of buff it out. So this is what the colors look like swatched out. They do swatch very pretty. I mean, I'm not the best with swatching, but this orange color, when I first used it, it is so pretty, and it was very pigmented, but it wasn't like screaming over the top. I felt like it was a very wearable orange. This purple here kind of has a little bit of a blue undertone. It's got that kind of dimension in it. That again is what I'm wearing on my eyes. It actually doesn't look kind of, I don't want to say it fades, but that dimension kind of diminishes as the day goes on. This brown color is kind of on the outside. I feel like it's a really blendable brown, but it did have a little fallout right here. It wasn't a big deal. I just kind of wiped it away, but everything, all the other colors didn't have any fallout except this one. And the only reason why I say that is they claim that they're so pigmented and creamy that they don't have any fallout, but I did have a little bit there. But like I said, the best method was to kind of swirl my finger in, put it on my eyelids, and then buff it out. The gold color, it is so close to my skin tone that I did not use that as like its own color or whatever, because when I put it on, I couldn't see anything. And to be honest, it's not, like if you have a darker skin tone, somebody who has a deeper complexion, I think this will show up on your skin and it will look really, really pretty. But for me, because my skin is so pale, it just kind of washes me out, and it's, I mean, I don't want to say that that's my skin tone, but it's not bright. It's not coming across on my skin tone. But if you have darker skin, I think it will really pop and make your eyes, you'll be actually able to see it, because it is a really pretty color. It just doesn't work for me. But all the other colors I think are really pretty. I normally gravitate towards more neutral colors. I don't wear a lot of color, but I think this is just a fun little palette. Perfect little snap thing. They all kind of work together, so you can kind of mix and match. You can use them separately, and they're just really, really pretty. So if you're looking for something that's really fun and just kind of out of the norm, I think all these colors will look amazing on all different color skin tones and eye types. The one thing that I do have to say is they do not crease and they do not fade throughout the day. I was really, really surprised at the longevity of it and the non-creasing. I didn't use any eyeshadow primer or anything like that. I just went in like I normally did and they held up. So kudos, definitely would recommend this if you're looking to add a little bit more color in your makeup routine. So next is the eyeshadow, the new eyeshadow that came out, the So Fierce Chrome Ink. So this one retails for $10.99 at Ulta. It has 3 different color options. It comes in bronzage, gunmetal, and ultraviolet foil. I got bronzage. So it's supposed to be this bronzy. It's supposed to deliver instant color payoff in just one stroke. It's got a flexible tip and an easy glide formula that makes drawing crisp lines easy. It's supposed to be budge proof, smudge proof with no fallout. Let me show you what this looks like. See there, when they say it's pigmented, it's not. Let me try to do it where it's just the tip. I almost made a bad joke there, but I'm not gonna say it. If you're an The Office fan, then you know what exactly what I was gonna say. But so what I found with this, it's not super pigmented. I don't really see any like shimmer or anything like that. It's just kind of a brown eyeliner. When I wore it today, like I do have it on my eyelids, but you can barely see it. When I wore the orange look and just did the orange, I could see it a little bit, but it's not pigmented. It does not stand out. It's not like a, like in your face. Now, I don't know about the other ones because I only picked up this one. So part of me is a little disappointed because I would assume that there would be more color payoff, but the reason I am not fully disappointed is I actually like it as an eyeliner. And the reason why is I don't normally wear eyeliners on the top of my lids. I do a tight line on the top lid, but I don't actually put it above my, my eyelashes. Just because to me, I've noticed that as I've gotten older, it just kind of makes me look older. It makes my eye area look a little bit more dark. It just makes me look older overall. So I've just been tight lining and then doing mascara and then just buffing like a lighter color under my eyelid. And that's pretty much all I've been doing. But what I like about this is it gives a little bit of color where it gives a little bit of a dimension. It seems to open my eyes because it's not like a deep dark, you know, it's not a black, it's not a harsh color. So even though it doesn't have a huge amount of color payoff, I've been incorporating this in my daily routine, and I really like the way that it just adds a little bit of something, adds a little bit of definition to my eyes, a little bit of oomph. And it really takes it up a notch. So though I can't recommend this as, hey, if you're looking for something intense and fun, you may want to try the other ones. This one, bronzage, is not like a boom in your face, but I like it for all those reasons. So if you're looking for something like that, then definitely give this one a try. So next is the Big Bad Lash, the So Fierce Big Bad Lash. So this retails for $9.49 at Ulta. It does come in two different colors, black and blackest black. I got black. I don't understand how you can have, like, I guess there's different intensities and stuff like that, but I'm always confused, like black is black. Like, I don't know, isn't black? I'm not sure. Like, I've heard of brown black, so that's a little bit more toned down, but I don't know what the difference is of deepness of the color of black. But I got black. It also comes in waterproof. I do not like waterproof mascaras. I just use the regular ones. So this is supposed to give you extreme volume. The biggest, baddest mascara that Revlon has come out yet. These are their words. With daily use, the long-lasting formula's lash tint technology darkens bare lashes in as little as 7 days. No clumping, no smudging, no fading. 84% of people in Revlon's study show that their lashes were volumized, and 94% of people in Revlon's study said that their eyelashes were darkened. Now, I have been using this for a week. I'll be honest, I didn't take it before and after, but I didn't really see any darkening. That's kind of cool because I do literally, I have a lot of eyelashes. You just can't see them because they're blonde. But the problem I have with this mascara is, yes, it is volumizing. Look at that. It's got a gigantic wand. Again, if you're an Office fan, you know what I want to say there. But it's got a gigantic wand. But the problem I have with it is, because the wand is so large, it's really, really hard to get into the corners without smearing something. You can't really get close to your lash line without poking your eye out. It's just too big. It's just too big. The other problem I have with it is it does, and I'm wearing it on my eyelashes right now, so you can see that it does volumize, but it does start to clump up, because what I've started noticing is I'll sit there and go in, and I'll go in for 2 or 3, kind of strokes or whatever, and then it starts to kind of get clumped together. So I actually have to take another one of my mascaras that is more of a lengthening and kind of brush it out so I can separate those lashes. So yes, it volumizes, but it kind of clumps it together, and you will need another product in order to, maybe you like that clumped up look. I don't. So it says it doesn't clump. I call BS. I think it does. It's kind of cool about the lash darkening. I will continue to try to wear it just to see if I notice anything, but after 7 days, I really haven't noticed anything crazy. But I just don't feel like this formula, I love the darkening, wish they would put in a different formula, because this one just doesn't work. The other thing is, you cannot, I shouldn't say that. Maybe some people will be able to do the bottom lashes. I could not. After several tries, I finally said, screw it. I used a different lash product for the bottom lashes that was easier to get in. I have short little bottom lashes. This one was just too big. I look like a raccoon afterwards. If it does get on your skin and you let it dry, it does smear off relatively easy. But still, I found it very, very hard to get into those bottom lashes and separate them and define them. So I couldn't even use it on the bottom lashes. So if you're high maintenance like me, I really don't mind having to use 2 different mascara products to get the look that I want. It's something I'm willing to do, but I just didn't love this formula. It's not something where I'm like, oh my gosh, it's so great, but it really wasn't that great. There's other mascaras that are better than this one, so I say no. So last but not least is the Revlon ColorStay Satin Ink Liquid Lipstick. This retails for $10.99 at Ulta. It comes in 8 color options. What the description says, that is surprisingly comfortable. It's a longwear lipstick made with moisturizing black currant seed oil that lasts up to 16 hours. Just swipe on color and comfort in one step. There's no top coat that is necessary, and the formula moves with your lips so it doesn't crack, and it has a satin finish. So that is what I have on my lips right now. I got it in the color 009 Speak Up. So as you can see, it's a really pretty dusty rose color. It's kind of got this mauve kind of look to it. So let me just put a preface on this. So I normally do not like long wearing lipsticks because my lips are so dry. The liquid lipsticks and all that stuff just suck all the moisture out of my lips. It doesn't work for me. But I also don't like cream lipsticks because they don't last that long. I don't have time to worry that I smudge it across my face, or it got on my coffee cup and then it smeared up, or I eat something and all of a sudden it's gone, I have to reapply. I don't have time for that, and I don't have a mirror constantly with me. So when I saw this, I was intrigued by it because I was like, maybe it's something in between, and it is. If you're somebody who is looking for the longevity of a liquid lipstick, not as long as a liquid lipstick, but in between a cream and liquid lipstick, but want something that is slightly moisturizing, that is not going to suck all the moisture out of your lips, definitely try this. I feel like, I think I averaged it out, because most of the time I don't even think about it, but I was able to get almost 5 hours with it. I did eat during that time, and I did drink a lot of water and drink coffee, and it does come off a little bit on the coffee cup, but it was still there. I wasn't worried about it smearing all over. You can see there, I mean, it's on my lips, so it's not like all of a sudden I'm gonna drink my coffee, because I don't know if you've ever done that, but a lot of times when I wear bold lipsticks, I'll smear it up, and then it's up here. And of course, nobody tells you. Nobody tells you until you go to the bathroom and you're like, what the heck? So you don't have to worry about that. This will stay there. It does provide that longevity, but it's not creamy. I don't want to say that it's creamy. It does dry down, but I still feel it on my lips. It's not like the liquid lipsticks where it's and then all of a sudden you see that cracking. It doesn't crack, and it does feel very comfortable on my lips, and I don't really feel like anything is there. And that's what I love about it. I don't want to feel the product. I don't want to feel the tightness. I just want my lips to feel like lips. Obviously, it doesn't feel exactly like lips, but there's not that tightening feeling, but it's also not gooey or gloppy or anything like that. So very comfortable. Highly recommend it if you're somebody who likes the longevity of liquid lipsticks but can't do it because of the drying effect. I'm really excited to add other colors, and I will be picking them up. So stay tuned to my Instagram or whatever. So that is it. That is my review of the new Revlon. So I think most of it's So Fierce except the brow fiber things or whatever. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you've tried any of these products, please leave your comments below. Let other viewers know what you thought about them. If you have any questions, please leave those below. But until next time, bye.